start the recording. We are recording, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and get our PowerPoint up there and get this thing going, okay? So here we go. You guys see the tell your story, right?
Yep.
I don't want to be on yet. There we go. Now we're in the right spot. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. It's going. It's on a little delay. Okay, cool. So, you guys, what an amazing week it has been. The last 7 days. I'm going to go ahead and add an iPad. Okay, awesome. Okay, so today is October 19th. Sorry, I'm a little discombobulated today. But this is our second call for Director Bound, and it is booking at your parties. So we're going to cover lots and lots of stuff. Really quick, before I go over what we're going to cover, I'm going to go over what's on the slide here. So rules, if you're in a quiet place, be in a quiet place. Most distractions. And if you're like moving stuff on your desk right now, I could totally hear you. So just go ahead and mute yourself. And here is a little thing to show you. You're not muted if there's not a line through it, and you're muted if there is a line through there. So click the microphone to unmute during questions and answers, or if you want to share anything at all. Mute yourself when you're done speaking, and then obviously you can always chat with us on the chat feature, which I can't see when I have the slides up. So somebody will have to tell me if those pop up, okay? But if you're in a quiet place and you are just not moving anything around, then we are A-okay. But since last week's call, these were the things that were on kind of like the homework of last week's call. So I want to know who handed out 10 mini catalogs since last Wednesday. Raise your hand if you're muted. Yay, Christy. Dawn, I could see your forehead, girl. Dang it. Don't move back. I want to see your face. Look, did you guys like my little sticky that I had over earlier? I'm always so crazy about that. Okay, Dawn, raise your hand if you handed out some minis. Okay, good. Yay, now I can see you. Hey, and you guys, vendor events count. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I did 3 today at a vendor event.
Nice. So yeah, vendor events, I mean, book those, because that is getting your information out there, and the cream will rise to the top for your customers, and they will book those parties. So congratulations. What about making 15 contacts in the last week outside of a party or a vendor event? Did anybody do like a power hour to like call or text or message people? Anybody do that? No? If you did, oh, go ahead.
I tried to do at least 3 every day.
Ooh.
And I think I got to about 15. They weren't necessarily on my list of 15, but I still contacted other people too.
Okay, cool. So you're keeping your notebook, you're keeping track, right?
Well, I was, but I don't know where it is right now.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. At the end of each day, or maybe in your phone, keep a little task list of who you talked to, what you learned about them, all that kind of stuff. And then later on, you can kind of jot it all down in your notebook. Dawn, what about you? You raised your hand. I'm going to unmute you for you. Wait, hold on. Let's see if I can do it. What happened? Oh, Lord. I don't know. Oh, there's my... So weird. Because I'm in a different screen, I can't unmute you now. Did you unmute yourself? No, not yet. It's popping up over there. Okay, hold on. Let me exit out of this real quick. All right. And now I can do it. Unmute. Okay, Dawn, go ahead. You're unmuted. Are you talking? You are, and I can't hear you? Dang it. You're not talking. Oh, I can't see your mouth. There you are. Okay. You look great, by the way. Oh, I can't hear you. It's not working? Oh, the audio on your computer isn't working, is it? No? Boo. I don't remember. Can you guys help Dawn out on how to get her audio on the computer to work? Do you guys remember? Anybody out there? Who else is out there? No? Okay. Well, Dawn, what about chatting? Can you chat with us? Chat. Oh, there. Oh, okay. I left a vendor event eating dinner. I did reach out to 5 people, and I have 3 calls tomorrow to discuss setting up dates. Yay! Your sound doesn't work. Christy, you're getting your tech guy in there. What happened? Yours isn't working either?
I don't know. Can you hear me now?
Oh, I can hear you.
Woo, my tech guy rocks.
Okay, what did he do, Christy?
I had to log in through Safari. I couldn't just click on the link.
Oh.
Or actually, I did load Zoom, and I had to type in the number. But is Dawn on an iPad or the computer?
Okay, give us a thumbs up if you're on an iPad, Dawn.
1 for iPad, 2 for computer.
She's on the computer.
I don't know. My computer doesn't have a camera.
Okay, how about this, Dawn? I'm gonna email you the link real quick and go through your email and try to get on that way. Okay.
Bottom left corner of the screen, if she taps on it, should say something about the audio or mute.
Oh, do you see that, Dawn? Oh, you did mute. Okay. And then the audio. So talk. No, dang it. Okay, Dawn, I'm gonna message you real quick. I'm gonna email you. So maybe try that way. Okay, and we're gonna move on, and then you can come back. Okay, try that. Oh, I got an order for my party. Okay, sorry. Moving on. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. So what about tracking your contacts? We talked about that with your notebook. Are you guys, give me a thumbs up if you're tracking your contacts with your notebook. Awesome. Okay, good. And then what about, did anybody change their message on their voicemail to say that you're with the Pampered Chef?
I did.
Dang it, Dawn, I can't hear you. I know you're like screaming at the computer. You did, Adrian? Awesome.
Yeah.
What about you, Christy? Does yours say you've reached Christy with Pampered Chef? Oh, you're muted. Okay.
No, but after today it will.
Okay, great. Awesome. And yours could say you've reached Christy, director. Say, oh, that's noise. Dawn, is that you? Wait. I hear like, I can't, no, it's like feedback almost. Okay, what about your text signature? Oh, wait, who was that?
Can you hear?
Yeah! Yay! But there's lots of feedback.
Too much feedback? Can you hear me?
You come in clear when you're talking, but otherwise there's feedback.
Stinks.
Is that your forehead, Dawn?
Yeah.
Christina's frozen on my end.
What about now? Still feedback?
Good now.
Yeah.
Yeah?
You're good.
Where did
Okay.
Christina go?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I lost her.
Oh.
Oh, that was different.
Where's Adrian?
Hi.
Full screen. I see you, Dawn.
Yeah, I'm trying to hide. I
Why?
look rough.
You're just hiding the beer below the screen. That's all.
No, I'm hiding my fajitas.
Hey, I had tacos tonight. That's funny.
Well, my vendor event was at a Mexican restaurant.
Oh, that's a lot better than mine. I made mine.
But where did Christina go?
I'm texting her.
Oh.
Ah, there she is. Wait, no?
No, nope, yep, nope, nope.
Jeff, I think we made her go.
Hi! What happened? What a mess, you guys.
But you can hear me now.
Did you guys, did I go away forever and came back?
Yeah.
Did you hear me yell at my husband?
No.
Oh, that's good. Okay. And we're still recording. Okay, this is awesome. I don't know what is happening right now. Okay, we're sharing the screen again. Oh, Lord, help me. Okay, we're going to do this. Okay, guys? Oh, man. Okay. I'm just going to leave it like that. You guys can see the recognition and accountability, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay, so, oh, Dawn. Lots of feedback.
How about if I just keep it like this?
Okay, perfect. Okay, what about creating, my internet connection is unstable. This is amazing. What about creating a 30-second commercial? Did anybody come up with a 30-second commercial to say when you're out and about? No?
No.
Okay, that's okay. Work on that though. Like if somebody says, oh, what's Pampered Chef? What are you going to say? You really want to think about that and really have that kind of in the back of your mind. Like, hey, we are, some people used to say we're the kitchen store that comes to your door. That's funny. But like you could say, oh, I help people get dinner on the table quick and easy. And, you could always, if you're looking for a part-time job or a sweet income, you can always join my team, get the products that way and earn a great income as well. So like there's just different ways and it really just depends on you and your passion and why you're doing it. So that will really go into what your commercial would be. You know what I mean? So it has to talk to you and kind of what the message you're kind of portraying. So okay, so tonight we're going to talk about all this stuff, okay, and we're going to run through it. We're going to talk about how to plant booking seats throughout the party. Word choices are on the show. Yep, there's word choices on the show outline cards found in Consultants Corner. We're going to talk about how to tell your story. We're going to talk about how to plant booking seeds during the welcome, also known as a strong opening. Also, how to weave booking messages into the guest interaction and recipe preparation or the demo. How to get bookings during the shop and share. This is also known as a strong closing. How to get the dated booking at the full service checkout. And also keep booking with follow-up customer care. So we're going to go over all that stuff. But first, we're going to talk about telling your story. Telling your story, this training has been on a lot of different types of, I want to make sure this is still recording. Your screen sharing is paused. Resume. I don't know what's happening right now. Do you guys see tell your story on your screen? Okay, perfect. Mess. And we're still recording. Fabulous. Okay, so telling your story, it's done on, we've done this over a lot of different trainings. There's a whole little outline for it. But pretty much you want to just answer these questions and that will create your story. So what was your situation before joining Pampered Chef? And creating your story, there's a document on our website. But I'll also share this whole presentation so you'll have it to go back to. But what were you looking for from the business? What concerns did you have before joining the business and how did you solve those? How is your life better because of Pampered Chef? And what do you hope to accomplish in the next 1 to 3 years with your business? Now, if you guys look at your training booklet, there might be this exact telling your story. There might be a sheet in there. I can't remember if it's in there or if it's on our thing, but I'll find it and I'll post it. It's actually my screen, so we can go on here real quick. It's actually, if you go to, hold on, I'm going to show you real quick. If you go to the Director Bound program, there's the flyer. The flyer is in there. So go to Training and Resource Program. My internet's working now. What? Okay, and then booking at your parties. There's the party outline cards, so that's what that was talking about. And I I'll find it later to make sure you guys have it. But there is a document that I'll share just to create this, and they've kind of updated a little bit. But there's different ways that you could share your story at your party. You could do it all in the strong opening. You could start out your party and share your whole entire story, and then, talk about, welcome to the party. I'm so excited. Thank your host, all that stuff. Or you could sprinkle your story throughout the party. So you could start a little bit in the beginning, why you love your job. And then in the middle, why you came to the Pampered Chef. And then at the end, why do you stay with Pampered Chef? Or you could share it all at the end. So it just depends. It's your party. It's your business. You could share it however you want. But the overview of the parts of the party look like this. So group hello, keep it short, sweet, and fun. So people are not at your party. It's not like going to school. Okay. They don't if you are the party, you got to switch it up a little bit, because people will book a party because it's fun. They had fun. They could trust you, and they will. If they had fun and they can trust you, they'll invite you into your house and cook for their friends. So you've got to make sure that's the number one thing. There's no magic secret to all of this stuff, but to have fun and have that and make them trust you. Do things during the party that, you're genuine, you're honest, you're excited, you're the most excited person in the room. But keeping that first part really short, sweet, and fun, that's why maybe just share why you love Pampered Chef and not go into all of it. That will really be key on keeping their attention and getting the party moving. Simple selling. So you're the facilitator of fun. So simple selling. They don't care what does that mean? They don't care what the food chopper is made out of. They just want to know how it can change their life, right? So they don't care what the cookware is made out of. It's in the catalog. They can look that up in the catalog. I don't even know what the cookware is. So I can't even share that with them. But I'll go to the page with them, show them, it's anodized steel, I think, whatever. But they want to know how that cookware is going to change your life. Some people may want to know what the rock crock is made out of. It's ceramic stoneware. But they really care about how that is going to get dinner on the table in 30 minutes, right? Or less. So that is simple selling. Don't overdo it. Don't bring every product in the catalog. Keep it fun, okay? A confident close, get the guests talking. So you can plan a booking seat or offer the business opportunity during that. So plan a booking seat. What does that mean? So throughout the party or at the end of the party, I've been saying for the last 6 months, there's 3 ways to get our products. You can purchase them tonight and get a freebie from Pampered Chef when you spend more than $75. You can book a party and get everything on your wish list for free or discounted, or you can join my team. You can get most of it in your kit and then earn the rest for free or discounted. So always kind of planning those booking seats. Whenever you use a higher priced item, tell them, oh my gosh, every month there's a half priced item. You can get this double grill pan and grill press set for $125. Make it sound like a no-brainer. So we'll get into that later. But is there anything you guys are doing at your parties to plan a booking seat that you want to share? No? Did I say it all, or you just don't have an idea? I mean, do you plan booking seats at all?
I do.
Okay.
And I think I think you hit it on the nail when you said you have to make it fun.
Yeah.
Because if you make it fun, and then I'm always trying to figure out new ways to present booking a party, whether it's the jars or the bags or whatever. That seems to be what attracts them.
Right.
I mean,
because it's fun.
It is. It's fun. And then, oh my God, I get this free just by having a party and inviting my friends over. So I think that does help. And the biggest success that I've had are with the scratch offs.
Yeah.
Because they're like little kids. They want to know
Fun.
what they're going to get. And everybody just crowds around and, watches her scratch off their scratch off. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Absolutely. people are drawn into that stuff. People love to have fun. Like, who wants to go to a boring Pampered Chef party? I'm just saying. That's why most of the time, if you have drinkers, they'll be drinking mimosas, wine, beer, whatever, apple sangria. Just saying.
Yeah, but
I
that can hurt your party too.
It can. I mean, there's always, you don't want to make batches and batches of it.
No,
But
my last host
yeah.
had bought 10 bottles of wine, and she proceeded to drink about 6 of them herself.
Oh, Lord.
I mean, her party turned out really great, sales-wise.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, they had fun. And they all remembered where their credit card was. No, but
Sorry,
it's
Dawn,
really...
I didn't know you were counting how many I was drinking.
No, but it's true. I mean, they have to have fun, but also giving them simple solutions. And their problem is, I can't afford $250. But the solution you can give them is, oh my gosh, in December is anything month. You can get that whole set 60% off. I think it's $100. It works out too. I mean, that is a simple solution, and you are looking out for their best benefit. A lot of people don't know that we don't make money on host rewards, and they shouldn't know. They, whatever. So you are doing that out of the goodness of your heart. Like, you are like, yes, you can get that for $100 and make it sound like a no-brainer, because it is. But the checkout chat, invite the guests to consider 3 things: becoming a consultant, hosting a party, and buying the products, just like what I just said. I say that throughout the party because sometimes it takes 5 people 5 times to hear it before they actually get it. So how many times and places during the show can you see yourself sprinkling booking messages? Hopefully at least 3 or 4, right? The beginning, the middle, the end, and somewhere in the middle. Anytime you use a high-priced item. Am I striking a nerve with anybody? Anybody want to share anything? You're good? Okay, good. Well, moving on. Okay, so the group hello. Super simple. You want to introduce yourself, thank the host. You got to make the host feel awesome. I mean, Sally Host here is amazing. I'm at her house cooking for all of you people. This is so much fun. We're going to have a blast. Are you the most excited person in the room? Thanking the host, giving her a season's best cookbook, and thanking the guests for being there. Thank you guys so much for supporting our host tonight and coming. You rock. Planning the booking and recruiting seats. Set the stage, what you're going to do that night. People, I'm a planner. I like to know what's going to happen before it happens. Okay, I don't like to be taken by surprise. So halfway through the party, if you're going to tell me I'm going to be reading the recipe for you, you got another thing coming, right? Like, you have to set the stage, tell them what's to come. And then briefly highlight a few power tools. So this is the beginning. So let's just say you're not going to use the rock crock, the deep cover baker, or the grill pan. What could you talk about? Maybe the knives. Maybe the all-purpose pot. Something high price that you're not going to be using during the demo. Because more than likely, those are the things people are going to buy. When we used to do that thing where we go around the circle with the guests and you ask them what their favorite product is, and then you have that one person that says like the pineapple wedger or the mix and chop, right? And of course they all buy the mix and chop and the pineapple wedger, right? Because that one like sold them on that $12 or $19 item. What if you did that for like the rock crock or the double burner grill pan? You made them want it so bad, then you got to tell them how they can get it. All right, so why the high-end items? Anybody know? I already told you guys. Because then you can tell them how they can get it, right? Like mostly people won't be purchasing. I did have a few, but purchasing a double burner grill pan and press set, like outright. Not a lot of people do that, but they all want it after you talk about it, right? So that is a great way to get them to book a party and get it for free or half price. I remember we're talking about bookings. So these are different ways during the party, different ways to kind of get that message out. So the station style show, if you're doing that type of party, have the booking tips in red and have the recipe reader read them out loud for a ticket. So maybe if you have the recipe in that station, put the booking message in there. Like, okay, we're going to use the rock crock and put the rice in there or something. Did you know you can get the rock crock half off any month you do a party? Something like that. Okay, the shop and share. Focus on the higher priced items or comment on how much fun shows are. Isn't the rock crock amazing? You can see why it's the #1 product for my hosts to get free or half price. It's a great reason to host a show. So the shop and share is kind of like right after the demo. You're talking about stuff, you're sharing about the products, and then they're shopping. Promote theme parties. Okay, you guys know theme parties are like huge. If you're not sharing the recipes that you're going to do at your upcoming parties or the options that they have, that is like the big ticket. Because you know, when you say wine, cheese, and chocolate, everybody is all over that, right? So have theme parties ready to talk about. What theme parties are you offering? I have them in my binder. And you know, I don't go over them all the time, but good Lord, when I do, they're like, yes. So I always have my recipe list and I say, these are all the different types of recipes I do. Or, you know, we have a make and take salad jar party or fajitas and margaritas. And you always have the person like, what? Margaritas? Yes. Flavors around the world with the grilled shawarma wraps. Those are so good. But I normally had in here like the wine, cheese, and chocolate. You know, all those different things. And that is what will book your party. People like to have fun. Keep that in mind. Fun, fun, fun. Oh, there's a message, I think, when I'm chatting. Yeah, I could show what I have in my book. I'll do a little video after. How's that? Actually, I can do it right now because we're recording. And then you can watch it over. So on the front, I have the specials for the month. I need to update it because there's probably no more brownie pan by this weekend. So this is just like a little pocket. And then inside I have my flyer that has all of my recipes that they can choose from. And then these are off of the party packs. These are the front cover of the party packs. Just a couple of them. I had all of them in here at one point. Oh, look, Dawn, there's your flyer you created. People are loving that. And then the other flyer you created, the $15 under $15 or the $550. And then I have the specials. I go over these at the end of the party. I say what they can, what our host is getting today. And then on the back, I have the at a glance, all the stuff for this month. And then I have the water bottle because that's pretty big this month. You got to talk about it. If you don't talk about it, you're not going to sell it, right? And then I have a November special. Oh, I had November, but they gave it out the other night. By the way, Christy, that host, she's over $1,000. Crazy town. And then I have December because I am booking into December. If you're not, don't put it in there. And then I have the consultant special for the month. Talk about that. And then I talk about the kits. And then I have some paychecks. I have like my cash calendar, how much I made each week at my parties my first month. And then like last December, what days I partied, how much I made on those days. Not necessarily the party sales, but how much money I took home. And then I have my first paycheck ever. And then I have like a more recent paycheck. And I wrote like, I did nine cooking parties, 3 Cadillac parties. I made $4,100. People like to see that. I know this is about bookings, but it's okay. And then I have different paychecks of different consultants. So yeah, that's my reminder binder. I go over that at the end of every party. The other thing I do are those coupons. You guys know the coupons. Yeah, I do the coupon thing, you know, where you print them out. And Christy saw that the other day, and it totally works. Anyway, you can also talk about how's your wish list looking? So when you give them that order form, you can tell them, you know, hey, I want you guys to write down every product you see tonight that even if you can't buy it, it's okay. Just jot it all down and we'll figure it out later. So then when they come to checkout and they have their wish list like a mile long and they only circled like the 3 items they can get that night, then you say to them, let's book a party and you can get the rest of this for free or discounted. Right? So you're kind of already creating that, oh yeah, I do want all this stuff, so let's do that. Showing them a solution to their problem. So these are some other great sayings. Is it more than your pocketbook can handle right now or can handle tonight? Why not let me help you get it all for free or discounted? When we date your show tonight, Susie will get another half-price item or set at your party. Do you think your friends would like to have a fun party like this? One of my other friends, I was watching a video and she says something like this. Oh my gosh, Susie, okay, so this is really fun. You have the opportunity to earn 1, 2, 3, 4, and you count all the guests in the room, 12 more half-price items when your friends book a party. And Susie's like, what? Yes, I want 12 more half-price items. So of course, obviously, because she'll get a half-price item at every party. So you can kind of just spell it out for her because that's really fun. And there's more ideas on PCU under selling, product knowledge, and then the table talk. There's words to use and all that stuff. So the confident close, you distribute the catalogs. You encourage wish lists, like I just said. You can use the order form or put a sticky note, a big sticky note on the front of every catalog, and have them jot down all the stuff that they want and then show them how they can get it. The shop and share, you want to point out the value on higher dollar items. So they can get a rock crock for $60. They can get a double burner grill pan for $125. And then saying things like this. Could you see their friends enjoying something like, could they see their friends enjoying something like this? Your friends will love getting together to learn a new recipe. How about the salad and sangria? Or how about, fajitas and margaritas? Let's do it. Let's make it happen. If your heart says one thing, but your wallet says another, you can let me know. I have a few options I can tell you about for stocking your kitchen for less. So these are just different ways to kind of get the word out there. These are different word choices. Does anybody have any kind of booking commercial that you use at a party that you say that I haven't really talked about yet? Are you just soaking it all in? Yay, I'm so happy. Okay, so the full service checkout. Okay, so, or now Pampered Chef likes to call it the checkout chat because it's more fun. It's a conversation, okay? It's not you doing all the numbers, which sometimes I do it too, okay? Like sometimes you're just in the zone. But I always ask them like, hey, Sally, did you have a good time tonight? Let's use Stephanie. Hey, Stephanie, did you have a good time tonight? Like you have to have a conversation. What did you hear or see tonight that caught your attention? What's your favorite product we used tonight? What's on their wish list? How can you help them get it? And then you always want to do the biggest rock first. So that means that, offer the business opportunity. Don't just say, I want to offer you the business opportunity. Say, the ones that had a super good time and they were super fun and they helped you a lot. Like, oh my gosh, you know what? Stephanie, you had a blast tonight. I would love to have you on my team. I think it would be so much fun. I think you would have a blast and you can earn all these products for free, girl. Some of them come in your kit. Like really just make it simple. Like don't overcomplicate it, okay? And then assume they all want to have a party like I wrote here. So we can all get your friends together for a sips and dips party or a salad and sangria party. Just assume they want to have it. Like, hey, Jen, when are we going to go to your house? Let's keep the party rolling. When are we coming to your house next? Whose house are we going to next? Ask those questions at the end of the party or while you're checking them out. Like, hey, can we come over to your house next time and we can do like salad and sangria? Does this make sense? Am I making sense right now? Okay, good. Yay. I keep getting this flashing light that says your internet connection is unstable. So much fun. Okay, as long as you guys can hear me and see me. Okay, so what happens if they have objections? So give me an objection somebody's given you at checkout.
I already have a full-time job.
Oh, no, I mean for joining the team or for a party?
Both. I have a full-time job. I don't have time for a party.
Okay, cool. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's do for joining the team first. Oh my gosh. Well, I can understand how you feel or how you're feeling because when I started, I had a full-time job and I kind of just worked this around that. I did it a couple times a week and, it was just my fun time. Like I did my work schedule Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Friday night, Saturday morning, I was partying with Pampered Chef, earning an awesome income, earning a trip, all this stuff. Make it sound simple. Like you could work this around your schedule, whatever kind of schedule you have. And then if they're saying they're too busy for a party, say something like, oh my gosh, the busy people are the best people because they are constantly around other people. So they're constantly at the ball field, at work, at wherever they are. And they are around a lot of people. So that means you'll be able to invite all of those friends or get orders from some of your friends. And sometimes if you're that busy, maybe you just need like an hour or two to just chill with your friends. Or if you're that busy, I bet your friends are really busy too, right? So why not get everybody together that's busy for just a couple hours, learn a new recipe, and make life easier during the week with dinner? Solve that solution. If she's busy, hey, look, we are all busy, right? We're all busy. That's the truth. Even somebody that isn't really busy probably says they're busy because there's all different types of busy, right? But that's just another objection that you could totally overcome. Like, just make it sound simple. What else? Anybody else have one?
My place is too small.
Okay. What would you say to that? Do you have a saying for that?
I usually just reply that no place is too small.
Okay. No, that's a great
Make it
answer.
work.
That's a great answer. Back in the day, I remember when somebody would say that to me, I would say, oh, yeah, you know what? I could do a party anywhere. When I first started, I did a party at my sister's one-bedroom apartment in DC. And that was really small. And she had like 20 people there. So when you think it's too small, it's actually just more intimate and it's a lot of fun. So really, or, if they're really like against that, you could say, oh, well, you could buddy up with a friend and have it at their house, your mom's house or whatever. So there's always another option. Okay, so lead, if not dated, how do you take a yes or maybe to a dated booking? So if somebody says to you, I am absolutely not having a party, don't ask them if they want to have a party because you're just not going to get anywhere, right? Because that's just like, okay, you could just go back to your corner, right? But if somebody's like, oh, like wishy-washy, I don't know. Okay, something that you can say is, well, I really want Jen here to get the credit if you do decide to book a party. So let's pencil you in now, find you a date. So you have a date. And because I do book up quick, even if you don't book up quick, just use that saying because it works. Just say, I book up really quick. I'd hate for you to miss out on a date that you want. So if you're thinking about a date, would a weekday or a weekend work better? Or I do parties on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. What day works best for you? And give them your next available date. And then just keep going from there. But really don't let them leave without giving you a date. Because they're not going to book. It just doesn't happen. People, it's not their job to get back to you about booking a party, right? And then you trying to get with them to book the party, it's just a constant, it just doesn't happen. So try to get them to pencil in a date. Do you guys already do that? Do you guys have anything you want to add? No? You guys are just soaking it all in. I love it. So the two choices, just give them two dates. And then if somebody says, oh, let me check with my family and friends to see what they want to do. Like if they'll want to come to a party. Okay, well, what you say to them, if somebody says that to you, you say, okay, well, when you call your family and friends and you say, oh my gosh, I'm going to have a Pampered Chef party, would you come? They're going to say, when is it? Right? So you got to have a date to get home. So let's pencil you in and put you on the calendar. Okay. So after your party, after the party's over, are you done yet? No. There's so much you can do to get more bookings. Are you guys doing any of this? So the host wrap up. Who couldn't come? Who do you think that couldn't come would want to book a party? Who still needs to order? Every order that comes in, are you calling them, thanking them for their order, asking if they want to do a party? You know, I mean, I can honestly say I'm not doing that every single person, but the MAC call or the morning after call, I actually do an email. I email everyone after the party. I email them the recipe. But you could always call them. Oh my gosh, you know what, Adrian, it was so nice meeting you last night. I had so much fun. I couldn't get you out of my head with that that onion. We were all bawling our eyes out, but you just rocked that onion out, cutting that up with the spiralizer. Thank you so much. I just wanted to make sure that I sent you all the recipes you wanted for the rock crocs. So I just sent it to you in an email. I just want to make sure you got it. Just do some customer service. You know, ask them if they need a recipe. Ask them if they got the recipe from last night. You know, just start a conversation with people. You know, people don't, they love talking to people that aren't trying to sell them something, right? So when you call and say, hey, I just wanted to check in with you, make sure you got the recipe from last night because I know you really wanted it. And sometimes it goes into the junk folder. So I just wanted to let you know I just sent it like 5 minutes ago and I wanted to make sure you got it. It's a reason to call them, right? My nose itches. Okay. The fence sitters, call them. If they're on the fence, hey, I know you were thinking about booking a party, but we didn't get a date on the calendar. I just want to let you know I have a couple more parties this week and those dates are going to book. So I wanted to see, you know, let's see if we can get a date on the calendar. Let's pencil you in, you know, that whole conversation. Guests that book the party, get them excited. Call them and say, oh my gosh, I just set up your party in my system. You are in there. You should have your host email. Check your folder. If it's not in there, it might be in your junk folder. Get them excited about their party. Have you started thinking about who you're going to invite? You know, just regular host coaching. And that's what next week's call is actually about. And then the host incentives. You know, at the end of your party, are you just telling your host what she earned? Or are you saying, you know, these people book parties. That means you're going to get a half price party or a half price item at their parties. Who else do you know that you think would want to book a party so you can get even more? Does anybody have anything else they do after a party to get more bookings or to follow up? No? Okay.
I was gonna say sorry, I couldn't find the button.
Okay.
I touch base with the host, and she knows her guests better than I do. So if there's, especially like right after, before I close the party, if there's anybody who had any concerns, I reach out to her first on certain things, and that way she can kind of help me reach out to her friends.
Absolutely. And if you like a Facebook event set up, you know that if the host posts, they'll see it because they're friends with her. But if you post and you're not friends with them or they have an RSVP, they're not going to see it. So yeah, getting the host involved. Telling the host, there was a great, I don't know if you guys saw it, but I posted that video about Michael Reeves, or talked about it, about the, with Grace. She talked about Michael Reeves and the stainless steel mixing bowls, you know, and telling them, oh my gosh, you know what? Jen's going to get a set of the stainless steel mixing bowls after, when she gets 3 parties booked and held, Jen's going to get the stainless steel mixing bowl set. It's like an extra little incentive. And like Grace said, Michael only gave out 5 sets for the whole year. And his calendar, he does like 25 parties a month.
Have you tried that, Christina?
I haven't yet because I don't know if I'm ready for all those bookings. I'm not gonna lie, I'm booked. So I don't, it's a lot to think about. But if you are struggling with bookings, offer that. Because let's just say 2 of them, oh, and they have to be held within the next 2 months. So that's why I haven't really been offering it.
Is there something else besides the stainless steel mixing bowls? Because one of the ladies at your party on Monday said, "Oh, I already have those."
Yeah,
Is it
you could
something-
offer,
Anything, what was it, $100 or under?
his was $99.50. I think the stainless steel mixing bowl set's like $99. But you could offer anything, really. I think he probably picked the stainless steel mixing bowl set because that's an item that if you talk about it, everybody wants, but can't really afford. And the host doesn't really get those because she's using her items on other things like rock crocks and girl pans and stuff like that. So if you think of an item that everybody loves and wants at that price range, you got to make it an item that they'll work for.
But what was it? That was what the host would get if you had.
The host would get, after if you have 3 bookings at your party, they booked and held within the next 2 months. Or was it 3 months? I think it was
Next 2,
yeah, the next 2 months.
60
If
days.
if they book before December 15th, pretty much, or December 20th, and they hold them. So if
And
somebody
they
wants,
qualify.
and yeah, for at $200 at least, yeah, she'll get a set of stainless steel mixing bowl sets, bowls. And you're not going to order them full price. You'll add them to that last host order on that third party. You can add them to that order and use that host discount. So at least 20% off or 30% off. Or maybe your host won't use one of her half price items. You can use that. And just say, oh, I ordered those stainless steel mixing bowl sets for Jen. It'll come to your house. You can go ahead and give them to her. Like just act like it's no big deal, All right. Everybody good with that? So this is, I know you guys have all seen this before, but it's really good. It really spells it out. This is what happens when you have, to be a director, you want to have at least 6 shows held every month because that will get you in front of enough people to get your bookings and your 2 new recruits every month to promote to director. So if you book 8, 6 of them will hold because we all know life happens. So if you have 6 parties dated, 2 cancel. So let's say you start out with 8 and 4 of them cancel. You'll still have 4 parties held. At your 4 parties, you make sure no matter what, you get 2 bookings at every party. You'll have 8 new parties for your calendar. All right. Month number 2, you have 8 parties now because you booked them from the month before. 2 of them cancel. Now you have 6. So you had 6 parties for November. At all your parties in November, 6 parties, you get 2 bookings no matter what at every party. You have 12 new parties. Okay. So does that mean you're going to have 12 parties for December? Absolutely not. Maybe you'll have 6 for December and 6 for January. Wouldn't that be amazing? Start off January with 6 bookings. Okay, month number 3, you start out with 12 bookings, or over the next 2 months, you have 12 parties on your calendar. 2 cancel. Now you have 10. 10 parties hold, and you do absolutely everything in your power to get at least 2 bookings at every party. Now you have 20 new parties on your calendar. Okay, and then month 4, 20 parties dated, 4 cancel, 16 parties held. You have 16 parties times 2, 32 new bookings. You'll be booked until next summer if you do 6 parties or 8 parties or whatever a month. Okay, so look at the other side if you just get 1 booking from every party. So let's say you start out with 6, 2 cancel, you hold 4. At each of the parties, you book just 1 party. You get 4 new parties to replace the ones you just had. And then month number 2, you have 4 parties, you get 2 cancel. 2 parties are held, times 1. Now you have 2 new parties. And then month 3, you have 2 parties, 2 cancel, you're out of business. And then you have to start cold calling. Who likes to do that? Nobody. I don't like to do that. But I will tell you, even I get cancellations. Before this call, I got a text. One of my Friday nights in November, which are super high real estate on my calendar, canceled. So what am I going to do? I'm going to start messaging people and saying, oh my gosh, I have a Friday open. But I'm just saying that because I even get canceled. Everybody gets cancellations. I'm not saying like I do, but everybody does. I get cancellations all the time because life happens. But when you're intentional about getting those bookings at every party, and at least 2 of them, or when you're doing vendor events, maybe going into I used to do that all the time, going into a vendor event with 6 party packets set up, like ready to go. I mean, yeah, my goal is to do 6, but what if I give away 4 of those party packets and book 4 parties? I'm stoked. Just like this over here. Let's just say you're going for 2 bookings, but let's say you get 1. Or no, let's say you get 3 at one and 1 at another. You're still at 4. You know, so I mean, if you're going in hoping and praying you get just 1 booking, let's say you go in hoping and praying you get 3 bookings. Be intentional about doing all these different things during your party and maybe offering the stainless steel mixing bowl set to get 3 bookings. You'll never run out of bookings. You'll constantly be going. And at every party, you are the most excited person in the room. There's no doubt your calendar will be full. Okay, guys, so here's our call to action. Practice your booking lines for the group hello. Simple. Group selling. The confident close with 1 other person in the group and 2 other adults. You guys are like, what? So practice them with your family members, with somebody in our group, whatever you want to do. But just practice them. Practice makes perfect. You guys know that. Maybe observe a strong seller's party. So you guys are more than welcome to come to one of my parties. You can go to anybody's party on our team. That's super fun. And then, you know, that's always fun because you can always give them feedback. Like if you go to somebody else's party on our team, you guys kind of swap. Like you go to somebody's and they come to yours. Just swap it out and then say, hey, I want you to give me feedback at the end of the party. You know, you'll never know what's not working unless somebody kind of points it out to you. Maybe you're thinking you're giving the best party ever. And it might be that, but maybe there's like a few areas that you need help in, but nobody will really know unless I hate to use the word critique, but give you feedback, right? That's the best way. Make 15 contacts this week outside of the party. So Power Hour, that could also be a vendor event. There's vendor events all over right now. So the Power Hour would be for booking and recruiting. And after every show, fill out your 90-day tracker, take a picture of it, post it on our page. You could share it with me, share it with your director, and then call your director after every party so we could talk about it. What went well? What didn't go well? What do you want to change for next time? All that stuff. So all these activities, I mean, you don't have to do them before the next Zoom call. You could do them this weekend. But the next Zoom call will be next Wednesday, and we are actually going to be doing our Zoom call next Wednesday. I was asked to kind of partner up with another group that is offering Director Bound with their groups, and there's like 6 of them, 6 different groups. And they asked me to do their call next week on Zoom. So I was like, sure. And it actually kind of meshed well because our call next week is the same as their call next week. So we may have a lot more people on our call next week, which is actually kind of fun. It'd be exciting. Yay. So our inspiration for this week, be intentional at your parties. Listen throughout the parties so that when you get to the full service checkout or the checkout chat, you are just responding to their needs. So that is really all about listening. And these 2 things right here are huge. The most basic and powerful way to connect with another person is to just listen. Just listen. Perhaps the most important thing we could ever give each other is our attention. A loving silence often has far more power to heal and to connect than the most well-intentioned words. So most people do not listen with the intent to understand. They listen with the intent to reply. So if you're that person that you are just in a conversation and you're just trying to think of the next thing to say, that is not being present. That's not being in the moment. You have to listen to what they're saying, and you can provide a genuine solution. So how did you guys like this? Was this good? Did you learn stuff? High fives? Yay. Okay, it's almost 10 o'clock. I know it's super late. So I'm gonna turn off the recording. I don't remember how to do that. Oh, there it is. Stop.